teacher friends. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I'm so glad to have you guys here with me today. My name is Carrie Rickman, and I'm the founder of Create Your Balance with Literacy. And today is a very exciting day for me because I'm going to show you all the details of what is in store for my first week of school boot camp. That is going to start tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I already have some teachers that registered, and I'm so excited to share with them about my first week of school boot camp. So come on in and introduce yourself and tell us where you're from and tell us what grade you're going to be teaching in the fall. And also, I really want to know when you're going to start school, okay? So in our school district, we are going to start on August the 1st. That's this Thursday for teachers. And then the students are going to start August the 12th. So it is coming fast, y'all. It is coming so fast. So I am so excited to be here. Hello, Joanne. Thank you for being here. Hello, Debbie. Thank you for being here with us today. I can't wait to share with you all of my goodies that are in my first week of school boot camp. So just a couple of housekeeping things before we start. I live out in the country. You probably already know this, but my Wi-Fi is a little slow, okay? So if my face freezes on the camera, it is okay. Just stay on with me. My voice will keep going, and I'll unfreeze eventually, okay? It is not a big deal. So just so you know, my face might freeze. Anytime that you have a question about the boot camp, please ask in the comments, okay? I would love to hear your questions because you might have a question that somebody else is thinking of. And so please feel free to ask, okay? At the end of the Facebook Live, I'm going to pick a winner to win a free ticket into my boot camp. So exciting, okay? I cannot wait to share with you who the winner is. So if you're commenting, keep those comments coming through the whole Facebook Live. This is going to be about 45 minutes or so. And then at the end, I'm going to pick a winner. And I also have a Q&A at the end with some questions that other teachers have asked me before. So this boot camp might be for you if, okay, you are a brand new teacher. This is your first year teaching. You are new to kindergarten or first grade or second grade, okay? Or you need some new and fresh ideas to start the new year, okay? Let's be honest. I mean, every year, you don't want to do the same old, right? You want to have some new ideas, fresh ideas. You want to rearrange your room differently. I was just in my classroom yesterday, and I rearranged my room a little bit like I had it last year because I like change. You know, everybody likes change. So it's always good to learn new things, and hopefully I can be your gal for that, okay? So hello, Erin. So glad you're here. And then if you need, if you want to start the new year with less stress and no mess, this is for you, okay? And also this is so great because if you need PD hours, professional development hours, I'm CPE certified. So I can give you 7 CPE hours. 7, okay? So I know in my district we need 18 hours, okay? So I can give you 7 of those hours if you sign up for my boot camp, and I will give those to you at the end of the boot camp. I will give you your certificate. I am CPE certified, okay? So I got your back for that. So this boot camp will change your life so you have less stress and no mess, right? We all want to be in this picture. We all want to be relaxed. We all want to have no stress. I'm already starting to feel a little bit in my shoulders and my neck a little bit about back to school. I know you probably already have that too, right? Okay, so if you're just hopping on, tell us where you're from, tell us what grade you're going to teach in the fall, and tell us when you start school, okay? So how did I get here? Here's my story. My story started 24 years ago, okay? This story might resonate with you because what I'm going to tell you probably will ring a bell with you, but maybe not. So I started in January, okay? I did my student teaching in the fall. And I teach in a rural town, Boerne, Texas, which is north of San Antonio in the Texas Hill Country, okay? That's where I grew up. And so I did my student teaching there. And the principal from another elementary came to me in December and said, Kara, I really, really need you to fill this position for me. A first grade teacher on my campus is leaving. in January. So I really need you to fill that position. I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm excited. I'm ready. So little did I know that it was going to be a ton of work, right? Thankfully, my mom was a first grade teacher at the time, so I had a lot of support from her. I had a very supportive first grade team that helped me through the first month, gave me all their resources and helped me through meeting the parents and meeting the kids, meeting the needs of the kids, and planning. Planning was a nightmare. And then getting to know these kids in the middle of the year was really hard because the teacher that they had, they loved her, they respected her, she was awesome. You know, she had already had built relationships with them, and I didn't. So I had to start fresh. And it's really hard. If you've ever started in the middle of the year, it is really hard to step in when somebody else has already been there, right? But I could not have done that without my support team from my family, my mom, my fiance at the time, and then my team members on my team helping me every single step of the way. So that's what I want to be for you guys, okay? If you do not have a supportive team, we've all been there. We've all had teams that do their own thing and they never share any ideas, and you're left by yourself on an island all by yourself, right? And you're there to fend for yourself. It is so hard to keep afloat, right? Because you're planning to do, you're organizing, your copies to make, parent conferences, report cards, IEPs, and M-class meetings, and all these different meetings you have to do, and PLCs. I mean, it's just endless, right? You have to have a support team to help you through. So that's what I want to be for you, okay? So this, I'm hoping that I can be that for you guys. This was pictures of me in my classroom when I came in January. So I was scared to death. You probably would not have noticed from the picture, but I did it. I went through it, and I survived. You guys will too, okay? Even if you've already been teaching for 20 years, you still can do this, okay? Because every year I know it has its challenges. They always seem to be adding more to our plate, right? Always adding more to our plate. So make sure today that you're commenting during the webinar, because at the end, I'm going to pick somebody to win a free ticket. Okay, so let's see what you guys said. So Debbie says she teaches first grade, Dyersburg, Tennessee. Okay, August 12th for me. Kids start the 19th. Awesome. Thank you, Debbie, for sharing. Erin Thomas, she teaches first grade in Georgia, the first day. Let's see, August the 1st. Okay, awesome. That's probably like what I'm doing too. So thank you for sharing with us where you're teaching and where you're from. So hello, Heather. So glad you're here. If you're just now hopping on with us, tell us where you're from and what grade you're going to be teaching in the fall. I'd love to hear about that. So this boot camp includes 7 live trainings with a Q&A. Okay, so my plan is to have a training, and then at the end of the training, every single day, I'm going to have a Q&A with you, okay? It's kind of like a coaching call where you can ask me questions one-on-one. If you submit a question ahead of time, then I will answer your question at the end of the training, okay? You're going to have a pop-up Facebook group where you can connect and get support by not just me, by other teachers as well, okay? So it's not going to be this Facebook group that the boot camp is going to be in. It is a completely different Facebook group, okay? And you're going to be getting an email that will tell you exactly what to do when you register, okay? You're going to get an email from Kajabi, and it's going to be a link into the Facebook group, okay? You're also going to have a password, okay? So, Erin, I see what you're saying is cutting in and out. My face is going to freeze on camera, but my voice will hopefully keep going, okay? So my Wi-Fi is really slow, so just hang on there with me and I'll come back on, okay? So make sure you watch your email so you know the link into the pop-up Facebook group. The pop-up Facebook group is going to be available for 3 weeks, okay? So anything that I post, like resources and trainings, you can download any of those things, and you have up until 3 weeks to do it, okay? So my Facebook group is for the live trainings. It's for the Q&A. It's to access all the resources that I'm going to teach you in the boot camp, okay? I'm also going to have teacher challenges. If you submit a question in the Facebook group, then you could be eligible to win an Amazon gift card, which is $25, or a $25 TPT gift card. Okay, and I'll pick a winner at the very end of the boot camp. So if you submit a question, then I put your name in a raffle. Okay, you can also win a mentor text for your classroom if you submit a question. Okay, and also the main thing about this is to have a peace of mind just to start the school year. We all need to have a peace of mind. So my hope is for you to have a peace of mind, less stress and no mess, and I hope to be your support group for you. Okay. All right, so the total value of the boot camp is $125 with all of these resources, okay? I'm going to make a list. I made a list of all the resources that you're going to get with this boot camp. Okay, so you're going to get data trackers, student data trackers. You're going to get binder cover pages for all your thematic units. You're going to get exit ticket booklets. You're going to get library labels to label your library by genres, levels, and authors. You're going to get days of the week labels so you can organize your materials and supplies. You're going to get rules and procedure cards that you're going to use the first day of school on your pocket chart. They're going to help you stay organized with all your rules and procedures, okay? You're also going to get a lesson plan for the first 5 days of Reader's Workshop, okay? This lesson plan is not just 5 pages. It's more like 25 pages. So I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like, okay? And all of these first 5 days are things that you can do before you even start your curriculum, okay? Because you want to introduce your rules and procedures, okay? You're also going to get the first 5 days of Writer's Workshop, okay? That's not just 5 pages. It's more like 25. You're going to get the first 5 days of Math Workshop, and the first 5 days of science. So again, all those first 5 days you can use before you start your curriculum, okay? You're also going to get Show Me the Money, which is my behavior management using bonus bucks for my classroom economy. I'm going to teach you all about that and how I do use it in my classroom. You're also going to get school supply labels for Meet the Teacher Night, okay? How to label your supplies. Editable back to school forms. These are editable, so you have forms for parents to sign, to fill out, getting to know their child. Your back to school all about me letter for the teacher, which is editable. Your transportation list, which is editable, and lots of other forms that you can use for the beginning of the year. Also, you're going to get transportation tags that you can put on their backpacks for buses, cars, walkers, daycare, okay? You give those out at Meet the Teacher Night. I'm also going to give you 4 resources for my literacy centers, okay? So this is something brand new that I'm adding to the boot camp that I did not add before, okay? You guys are so lucky because you get to have this new part, okay? The new part is all about launching literacy centers. So you're going to get 2 different themes. You're going to get a farmhouse theme and a rainbow theme for launching literacy centers. Inside those launching literacy center resources, you have center templates. You have big icons, small icons. You have I can cards for all the centers. And I'm going to show you my 20 literacy centers up close and personal, okay? And I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. Then I'm going to give you my Writing Center resource, how to set up your Writing Center, and my Kitchen Center, how to set up your Kitchen Center with procedural writing. So all of these together is $125, okay? The total value of the boot camp is $150 because I put in there all the time it took to make all this stuff, and to it takes time to create the slideshows and the trainings for all of this, but you're only going to pay $35. Okay, that is an awesome deal. Okay, so I still have seats available today. Okay, but here's the thing, guys. This is your last chance to register today. Okay, registration will close tonight at midnight. Okay, so if you look in the comments, if you look all the way up and scroll all the way up to the very, very top, then there is a link in the comments where you can register for the boot camp. It's only $35, okay? So the live trainings are going to start tomorrow. I'm so excited. They're starting tomorrow. Okay. So today is the last day to register. Okay. And then my boot camp will not be available again until next summer, 2025. This is your last opportunity. So if you sign up today, this is not all you get. Okay. If you register today, you will get to pick 4 of these resources for free. Oh my gosh. These resources are for the beginning of school, for back to school. They are not included in the boot camp. You get an extra 4 resources sent in your inbox. Okay? So here are your choices. If you register today, you can get a letter from your teacher. These are all story companions that I love to use at the very beginning of the year. Okay? A letter from your teacher, our class as a family, and inside of these resources, there are lesson plans. There's interactive anchor charts. There's vocabulary cards, skill cards, interactive notebooks, okay? Writing craftivities. Lots of great stuff in these, okay? So you can pick 4 of these awesome resources. Okay, you can also pick The Dot by Peter Reynolds or The Word Collector by Peter Reynolds. I love those 2 books. And everybody knows Dot Day is in September. I believe it's in September. And so that's coming up soon. So these resources also include lesson plan with interactive anchor charts, interactive notebooks, and then a writing craftivities. They include vocabulary cards. And then you also can pick the Queen of Kindergarten or the King of Kindergarten. Okay, same thing. You have writing craftivities, interactive anchor charts, interactive notebooks, a lesson plan, vocabulary cards, all kinds of great stuff. So you can choose The Dot, The Word Collector, the King and Queen of Kindergarten, or a letter from your teacher, our class as a family. You can pick 4 of those. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. And the best part is you will also get a free back to school editable slideshow. Okay, so I just created this like a couple of days ago, and I wanted to give you guys something extra special for the boot camp, and it's editable back to school slides. Okay, and it's all the theme of our class as a family book. So if you read that book on the first day, your slideshow will match the story. How cool is that? Okay, and these are all editable. You can add your own text within the slides. So what I did was I saved it as a PNG into a PowerPoint. So you can still add text boxes. You can still add your own graphics if you want to. And the slideshow has all about your teacher. It has rules and procedures for all the different things in your classroom, such as the bathroom, the water fountain, raising your hand, how to organize your school supplies, walking in the hallway, how to sit on the carpet, your morning greetings, your bonus bucks. If you use bonus bucks, you're going to have a slide all about you, all your favorites. And I believe there's like, I want to say 30 different slides in this free slideshow. So when you register for the boot camp, again, you can pick 4 of those resources. Okay. Plus you're going to get this editable back to school slideshow. Okay. So just keep in mind that you're going to get a lot of free resources today. So training number 1 is going to start July 29th. That's tomorrow. All about classroom systems. Now I'm going to go through all of these trainings with you in detail. Okay. The training number 2 is on July 30th. This is the first 5 days of Readers Workshop. Okay. Training number 3 is July 31st, the first 5 days of Writers Workshop. Okay. Training number 4 is August the 1st, the first 5 days of Math Workshop. Training number 5 is August the 2nd, the first 5 days of Science. And training number 6 is August the 3rd, Building Relationships with Parents and Students. And then the training number 7 is August 4th, Launching Literacy Centers from Day 1. Okay. So again, that's the lineup of all of the trainings that you're going to get in the boot camp. Okay. All right, so training number 1 is all about classroom systems, my tips and tricks for all of these things. I'm going to share with you all of these things that I do. Setting up your classroom, organizing your centers, okay? Student name tags. I have a trick for those. Teacher table, how I organize my teacher table with all the different organization. My mentor text, how do I organize my mentor text for readers workshop, writers workshop, math workshop, and my thematic units. Okay, my units that I organize into binders, okay, and activities for the week. I'm going to share with you how to organize those. My student data folders, which my student data trackers, like how are we going to track iStation? How do I track my addition and subtraction fact fluency pages? And then my exit tickets, I have a couple of different ways I do exit tickets. I'm going to share with you. My exit ticket chart that I use, my rules and procedures for just some of these things like carpet, classroom, cafeteria, recess, dismissal, raising your hand, walking in the classroom, being kind, how to create a social contract, all those things, okay? So those are just for classroom systems. With that training, you're going to get these 6 resources. You're going to get the student data trackers, which looks like this. For K through 3, and then these are, I'm going to teach you how I do these. They have cover pages, and they have different pages for attendance, keeping track of your attendance, for reading, writing, math, phonics, centers, behavior, iStation, M-Class, all kinds of things for student data trackers. And then your thematic unit binder cover pages. I made all these binder cover pages. If you like to use binders and you want to have cover pages for those, you're going to get those. And then my little book of exit tickets. These are my exit ticket booklets. I'm going to share how I do those. And then our rules and procedure cards that I was telling you about earlier. These are rules and procedure cards that you can use on your pocket chart if you don't want to use the slideshow that I made, or you can use the pages that I was showing you before. You can use these on your pocket chart. Okay, so are you guys still here with me? Give me a thumbs up if you're still here. Okay, because I know it's cutting in and out, and I apologize. Okay, and then you're going to get Farmhouse Fun Days of the Week labels for how to organize your days of the week for materials and supplies. And then you're going to get my Farmhouse Fun library labels. Okay, the library labels are for like genres and author study. And then if you level your books, you can have levels too. So you're going to get all 6 of these resources, all 6 of these for just training number 1. Only training number 1. Okay, that's pretty cool. Awesome. All right, training number 2. Hi, Lynn. I'm so glad you're here. Training number 2 is the first 5 days of Reader's Workshop. Okay, Reader's Workshop. So for Reader's Workshop, you're going to get lesson plans with objectives. Okay, suggested mentor texts, and it's just suggestions. Okay, because I tried to combine the mentor text that matches the skill. Okay, you're going to get interactive notebooks, which are differentiated. Okay, I have 3 different levels that you could use: easy, medium, and hard. Okay, and then differentiated interactive anchor charts also. And then how to teach the I do, the we do, and the you do. That is called the gradual release of responsibility. So I'm going to teach you all of that. Rigor and relevance. You got to have rigor and relevance in your lessons, especially this day and time with your observations and the ICLE and all those different things. In our district, we're really heavy. It's really heavy on rigor and relevance. And then, of course, introducing rules and procedures. So here's the 5 days of reading. Lesson number 1 is why do readers read? Lesson number 2 is what does reading time look like and sound like? Lesson number 3, how do we treat books? Lesson number 4, can't is buried. Lesson number 5, what is your schema? Okay, so I'm going to show you the very first lesson that is in training number 1. This is why do readers read. So you're going to get this in your resource with the training. It has a lesson plan that looks like this, and it's divided into sections. So you have objectives. The objective is we can identify and explain why readers read. Okay, And then you have the mentor text over here, and it's just suggested. And then you have 3 different interactive notebooks that you can choose from. The red is the easy, so that would be kindergarten. The green is medium, that's first grade. The yellow is second grade, that's the hardest one, okay? So you get the anchor chart that goes with the lesson, which is interactive. Here is the anchor chart. What is reading? Reading is fun. It teaches you new information. Reading is thinking. Reading is using your strategies. Reading is hard work. Reading makes you smarter. So here's an up-close look at the interactive notebook. And then I've written out explicit instructions, what you say for the I do, the we do, and the you do. And at the bottom is an exit ticket, okay? So, yes, Lynn, I know it's cutting in and out, sweetheart. My face is going to freeze, but hopefully my voice will keep going, okay, on the Facebook Live. I'm so sorry, guys. I live out in the country. My Wi-Fi, it was raining earlier today, and I know it's really slow. I am so sorry. But hopefully my voice will keep going for you guys, okay? Oh, Erin, you just joined? Yay! That's amazing. Awesome. I'm so happy for you. Can't wait to share with you. Okay, lesson number 3, or training number 3, is the first 5 days of Writer's Workshop, okay? Now, if you just joined our Facebook Live, if you want to register for the boot camp, I'm going to go back through this again. You get 4 free resources today to choose from. And you also get the free editable slideshow for the first day of school. Okay, so if you look in the comments and you scroll all the way back up to the very, very top of the comments, the link is there to register for the boot camp. Okay, and today it's going to close at midnight. Okay, so just remember, this is the last day to join. Okay, so we're on training number 3, the first 5 days of Writer's Workshop. So we have lesson plans with objectives. We have suggested mentor text, interactive anchor charts, and differentiated interactive notebooks, how to teach the I do, the we do, and the you do, rigor and relevance, and introducing rules and procedures. Okay, so here is the first 5 lessons of Writer's Workshop. Hey Julie, I'm so sorry we're having trouble with my Wi-Fi. Hopefully my voice will keep going for you guys. Just keep on with me, okay? Lesson number 1 is Write from Your Heart. Lesson number 2 is What Does Writing Time Look Like and Sound Like? Lesson number 3 is What is a Dictionary? Lesson number 4 is What is an Author and an Illustrator? Lesson number 5 is Creating a Mental Image. Okay, so those are the 5 lessons for Writer's Workshop. Okay, and then this is what the lesson plan looks like. So lesson number 1 is called Write from Your Heart. Here's the objective. We can draw and label pictures of special things to write about. So your suggested mentor text is I love to write. And then you have your interactive anchor chart here. And then you have the 3 differentiated interactive notebooks. The red is for kindergarten, that's the easy. The green is the first grade, that's the medium. And then the yellow is the second grade, that's the hard one, okay? And so this is what it looks like up close. Here is the interactive anchor chart and notebook. And then I explicitly write out the I do, the we do, and the you do. And I also have a reflection at the end because you are hooking them into writing time and you are setting the stage for what Writer's Workshop looks like. Okay, so you always want to have a reflection time at the end where all the kids come and sit on the carpet. You have somebody in the author's chair showing or reading what they wrote every single day. Hi, Susan. So glad you're here. Okay. So that's what writing looks like. The training number 4 is the first 5 days of math workshop. Okay. So you have lesson plans with objectives. You have suggested mentor text. You have interactive anchor charts, differentiated interactive notebooks. You have how to teach the I do, we do, and you do. Okay. And yes, you can even do this for math and science. And you have rigor and relevance. I'm going to share with you what I do for that. And rules and procedures. So lesson number 1 for math is called Graphing How We Get Home. That's the very first day of school. Lesson number 2, what is a mathematician? What does a mathematician do? And lesson 3, 4, and 5 is what is Math Workshop. And this is where we're going to introduce how to use math manipulatives, for our math stations. And that's going to get you ready to do like teacher table, math journal, math tubs, technology, and independent practice. Okay, so we're going to introduce how to do all that. This is lesson number 1. Here's a snippet of what it looks like. The objective is we can create and compare how we go home on a graph. Okay, I like to do this the first day of school because, I mean, we all need to know how they get home, right? Hi, Susan. I'm so glad you're here. So you have an interactive notebook that you can use for them to graph how they go home. You can make a class graph, and I'm going to show you how I'll make this right here. And then they're just ribbons tied or hot glued onto my cabinet. And then we just clip on the pictures on the ribbons. So easy and so fun. Okay. Here is the anchor chart for graphing. And then the interactive notebook is they're going to graph how we go home. You can do it as a class. And you can shrink it down and put it in their notebook. And that can be their first interactive notebook for the year if you want. And all of this is differentiated also. Math, it has the easy, medium, hard. There's questions for problem solving. If you teach 2nd grade or 3rd grade and you want to have them ask questions or answer questions about the graph, that's all in the lesson plan. And the reason why I have lesson number 1 instead of day number 1 is because some teachers might take longer to teach the first lesson. Okay, and that is perfectly fine. How I teach is different than what you teach. Okay, so my time that I have available to teach this lesson might be different than what you have available. So you can stretch these lessons out for 2 to 3 days. And that's why I didn't put day number 1, because you can expand them however long that you need to. Okay, that's the joy about this. So the training number 5 is the first 5 days of science. Okay, so again, we have lesson plans with objectives, suggested mentor texts, interactive anchor charts, differentiated interactive notebooks, how to teach the I do, the we do, and the you do, rigor and relevance, and introducing rules and procedures for science. Okay, so here are the 5 lessons I'm going to share with you. And remember, these lessons are before you even start your curriculum. So if you start on a Monday, which we do, we start on August the 12th, these first 5 lessons you could use the first week of school. Okay, very easy to start. So lesson number 1, what is science? Lesson number 2, what is the scientific method? Lesson number 3, what is a scientist? Lesson 4 and 5 are all about science tools. Okay, here is the example for lesson number 1. I'm going to share with you how to do a very easy, simple, and very exciting science experiment for the very first day of school. It's called the blooming flower. Okay, your kids are going to love it. It's so easy to prep. Okay, the kids are going to love it. They're going to love, you're going to hook them into science. Okay, so the objective is we can identify and discuss what a scientist can do. You're going to read what is science, which is the story. Here is the what is the scientist anchor chart. And then the blooming flower is something they can take home and they can do with their parents that night. So you're going to do it with the class, and then they're going to take it home, and they're going to be scientists at home. It is so awesome. Okay, you're going to love it. The kids are going to love it. And so here is the interactive anchor chart that you can do. If you have 2nd grade, they can write about the different parts of the scientific method, first, then, next, last. And then I explicitly wrote out I do, we do, you do, and the exit ticket at the bottom. So I have 5 lessons of this. And again, you can stretch these lessons out 2 to 3 days, however long it takes you to do them. Okay? All right. Training number 6 is all about building relationships with students and parents. This is so important, right? Okay, so I'm going to share with you my morning meeting schedule, my mentor text that I use for morning meeting, and activities that I use. In my school district, we have the SEL, Social Emotional Learning, the grade 8 skills. So in our district, we are starting with self-awareness. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you in the boot camp for building relationships. I'm going to share with you some activities you can do for self-awareness. Okay. How to build a social contract and what kind of questions that you need to ask. Okay, for that. How to teach conflict resolution with iMessages. That is so important. We need to teach the kids how to problem solve on their own, because a lot of kids these days don't know how to do that. They've given everything to them. They've given everything handed to them without them having to work for it. I feel like kids these days need to be taught the skills how to problem solve. They've had brother or sister doing everything for them, or mom and dad doing everything for them. Well, we need to break that mold. We need to go back and teach them responsibility, and doing iMessages when they have a problem is a good way to start, okay? Also, effective parent communication. I'm going to share with you how I communicate with my parents, and how I do my emails, what day I do my emails, what day I do my Monday folders. Well, I'll do them on Monday. And my newsletters every week, how I communicate with my parents, with Seesaw, okay? I have lots of tricks for that. And then Meet the Teacher Night. I'm going to share with you all of my fabulous things for Meet the Teacher Night, how to get your parents on board the very first day that you meet them, because you only get a first chance to make a great first impression. Okay, one chance. And then my star student, how I utilize my star student in my classroom, and how I use them as a peer facilitator. Okay, and my bonus bucks as a classroom economy. Okay, my bonus bucks drive my classroom environment in my classroom. So I'm going to share with you how I do that. Okay, with this training, you're going to get these 4 resources with the training. You're going to get Show Me the Money, which is my behavior management using bonus bucks. Okay, you're going to get my school supply labels for Meet the Teacher Night. If you want to use crates to label your supply labels in the hallway when the kids bring their supplies, then you can do that. I'm going to give you my transportation tags for bus, car, walker, daycare, and you're going to get these with the training also. And then my editable back to school forms, which are for teachers, students, and parents. These have transportation forms, they have Meet the Teacher forms, and tell me all about your child. And I have kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade in there. So they're all different, and they're editable to meet your needs, okay? So you get these 4 resources with the boot camp for training number 6. Okay. And last but not least, training number 7 is launching literacy centers. Okay. I always have lots of teachers ask me about my literacy centers. I have 20 centers in my room. I know that seems overwhelming, right? So I'm going to teach you how I launch them from day 1. Okay. All of my 20 centers, up close and personal, my rules and procedures for all of my centers, okay, my behavior management system using the bonus bucks for the centers, okay, how I teach my kids to clean up their centers, that's very important, my center rotation chart and how my students know where to go for their centers, how I keep my students accountable for their centers, because they use center folders, they use their templates, and they use their checklist to be accountable at their centers. My centers are differentiated, so they have lots of choices within their center. How I keep them engaged and on task, because while they're at centers, I'm doing my reading groups, okay? How I am not interrupted while they're at centers when I'm with my reading group. I have a trick for that, okay? Which centers do I switch out weekly, monthly, or not at all? Okay. Out of those 20 centers, I bet I only switch out maybe 5 of them. Okay. The rest of them, they stay the same all year long. Okay. And then you're going to get 4 literacy center resources: the farmhouse theme, the rainbow theme, and then my writing center resource, and my kitchen center resource. Okay, if you've never had a kitchen center in your room or a writing center in your room, you're in for a treat. Okay, and then of course at the end you get a Q&A with me for support. So these are the resources you're going to get with this training. You're going to get the Farmhouse Fun, Literacy Centers, icons, iCan cards, and center templates. These 2 are the very same thing. They're just different themes. This is the farmhouse theme. This is the rainbow theme. Okay, the rainbow theme just has polka dots, different polka dots. And then you're going to have the Writing Center templates for your Writing Center bulletin board, and the templates they can write on. My Writing Center has different templates for writing a letter, writing a postcard, writing a shape book, writing a sticker story, writing a card, writing a how-to story. There's all different ones for that. I'm going to share with you how I do my writing center. My kitchen center looks like this, where I have the fake food from Melissa and Doug in the kitchen center. They are making food. They're making a recipe, and they're writing about it using procedural writing, first, then, next, last. Okay, so I'm going to tell or show you how I do all of those things. Okay, so Julie says, first day with students is September 3rd, first grade Catholic school in Minnesota. I am a team of 1. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, Julie, team of 1. Well, I hope you still have lots of support to give you good ideas. So I'm glad you're here, Julie. That's awesome. So I have a couple of questions. I have 10 questions that I've had teachers ask me before for my boot camp. So question number 1, what time will the live trainings be from July 29th to August the 4th? So my plan is to start at 10 o'clock a.m., 10 o'clock every single day. The only time that it's different is August the 1st and 2nd. The first 3 days are all at 10 o'clock. The last 3 days are a little different times because August the 1st is when I start my in-service. So those will be different times, and I'll share with you those times later. All of these trainings are an hour to an hour and a half, okay? Hour to hour and a half long. Number 2, what if I cannot watch the live trainings? Can I watch the replays? Yes, absolutely. They will be available in the Facebook group for 3 weeks, okay? The group will close down on Saturday, July the 17th, okay? So you have 3 weeks, okay, to download any of the resources, download any of the trainings that I'm giving you, okay? And then number 3 says, how do we register for the boot camp? So if you just joined us, there's already a link in the comments to register. Also, if you are already on my email list, I already sent you an email earlier today about how to sign up for the boot camp as well, okay? And I'll be sending you guys more information this afternoon with the link if you need more information in the Facebook group and on your email, okay? So if you want to register right now, the link is already in the comments, okay? So scroll up to the very, very top. How do I join the pop-up Facebook group? Okay, so this is really important, y'all. After you register, you're going to get a link from Kajabi, okay? Kajabi is the platform that I use to register. And then it's going to give you a link into the Facebook group. It's going to give you a password. You're going to have the password to get into the Facebook group, okay? Because I don't let anybody just in that Facebook group, okay? You have to have registered or win a free ticket, right? Okay? So check your email after you register today. And number 5, how are we going to get the resources to go with the trainings? Okay, so every day after each training, I'm going to upload all the files into the Facebook group in the files section, and you can download them whenever you want to. You have until August the 17th. Okay. Number 6, how long will the registration be open? The registration is going to be open till midnight tonight. Okay. So remember, if you register today, you get 4 free resources, okay? You get to choose from the DOT, the Word Collector, the King of Kindergarten, the Queen of Kindergarten, Our Classes of Family, and a letter from my teacher. You get 4 of those, plus you get the editable back-to-school slideshow. I'm going to email all that to you after you register, okay? So you can choose which 4 of those you want to. I will ask you in an email after you register which ones you would like, okay? And remember, it closes tonight at midnight. Today's the last day. I'm not going to reopen the boot camp until next summer, 2025. This is the last time I'm going to be doing it. Okay, how do I win a $25 TPT or Amazon gift card from the boot camp? So once you join the pop-up Facebook group, you will have a chance to post questions. If you post a question, I will answer it at the end of the live trainings and put your name in a raffle. During the last training, I will raffle off 2 lucky teachers to win a gift card of their choice and then mentor text, okay? So if you post a question, your name goes in the raffle. Okay, how do we get our 6-hour, actually 7 hours now, because I'm adding another training. 7-hour certificate. At the end of the boot camp, I'm going to give you a Google link form, a Google form to fill out in the Facebook group. It has your name, your address, your email, your phone number. I'm going to email you the certificate for 7 hours, CPE hours, okay? And then that hopefully can add on, you can apply that to your PD hours that you need for the year. I'm glad to do that for you guys. And then number 9, how do I win a free mentor text? Again, if you submit a question in the Facebook group, you might be eligible to win a free mentor text at the end of the boot camp. So any mentor text that I'm sharing with you during the boot camp, you can write them down or decide which ones you like, and then you can win a free mentor text. I mean, that's awesome. And then number 10, what if I see a resource in the training that is not included? Can I still buy it? Yes. Okay, here is the best thing. The best part is my store, my TPT store, will be 20% off for the whole week of the boot camp. Okay, 20% off. So any resource that you like, that you see in the training that I don't offer, you can check it out in my TPT store. It's all 20% off. Okay, so that is up to you, but just know that it is available for you if you want it to be. Okay, so here's what other teachers said about my boot camp. I gave a first round of boot camp in June, okay, and I had a lot of great teachers in that group. I learned so much from them, and I was so thankful that they joined. So Jelaine, she has been teaching for 35 years, and here's what she said. If you haven't done this boot camp with Kara Rickman, do it. She's got some great ideas, lots of freebie files, and even this 35-year veteran got new info and got recharged to start the new year fresh. So thank you, Jelaine, for that. And then Misty says, the boot camp has been so amazing. I have been a teacher since 1995, and I'm still learning new ways to do things. Just when I thought I would relax in the summer, I attended Kara Rickman's boot camp, and now my brain is on fire with all of the thoughts about how to do things differently next school year. The boot camp is absolutely worth it. I would have paid $35 for just the first day. So thank you, Misty. That was awesome. And then Adrienne, she taught pre-K for a little while, and now this is her first year in first grade. This boot camp is going to be a lifesaver for me. This year, I've worked in pre-K for 10 years, 9 as a para and 1 as a lead. This will be my first year in first grade. I have been so overwhelmed thinking about where to start the first week. Kara's boot camp walks you through every single step of the way. I already feel so much more confident than I did before starting this camp, and we're not even finished yet. Thank you so much, Kara Rickman. So thank you, Adrienne, for that. And then Janina says, I wholeheartedly recommend the first week of school boot camp to all K through 2 teachers. It's a fantastic way to set a positive tone for the year, build a strong classroom community, and establish effective routines and procedures. If you're looking for a way to start the school year on the right foot, this boot camp is definitely worth attending. So thank you, Janina. And Susan says, I too have been teaching many years. I felt I wanted a refresher, and wow, did I find it. Kara's boot camp it was exactly what I needed. She's very thorough and complete. I'm so excited to implement many of her tried and true workshops. Many thanks, Kara. Thank you, Susan. And then Allison is also a first grade teacher. She says, you are a great teacher. I hope to be much better this year. I wish you could do our staff PD. You are awesome. So thank you, Allison. That was very sweet. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner today for our boot camp. And let's see. How about Susan Meyer? Congratulations, Susan, if you're still watching. So Susan, I'm going to be sending you an invite to my boot camp so you can get into the Facebook group, and I can't wait to share with you all of my ideas that I have. And thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate you guys being here. Remember, you only have until midnight to register. You get 5 resources today if you register. Okay, you get 5 resources. You can choose between our Classes of Family, a letter from your teacher, the King of Kindergarten, the Queen of Kindergarten, the Dot, or the Word Collector. Okay, you get 4 of those, and then you also get the editable back to school slideshow. Okay, so yay, Susan. I'm so excited for you. That is amazing. I'll see you in the Facebook group in a little bit. I'll give you an invite to that. And then you guys, thank you so much for watching today. If I don't get to see you in the boot camp, have a great back to school. And thank you so much. And until next time, let's take your classroom to the next level. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye-bye.